Alright, hello and welcome back to Let's Play yet another no-name MAME game. Today's no-name MAME game is, of course, Wizard of War. Look at that, copyright 1980 Midway. This could even be one of the first Midway games. In fact, it's so early they didn't even list the year in Roman numerals, as they are wanting to do, annoyingly. Oh gosh, the titular Wizard of War is actually an enemy. Starting with a sound effect only slightly reminiscent of Nintendo's Donkey Kong. We play as a guy with a really huge gun, but check this out, it is recoil. Oh, it's not, see, it actually does shoot something. So you shoot a guy, but the cool thing is you can just go up to a wall and do this. Just pretend like he's playing a guitar or something. It's pretty great. Oh gosh. There were even evil versions of me? Wait, is that a CPU, or...? Well, either my computer is a little cursed, or there's a phantom CPU player just helping out. Oh, but you can kill him. You know, for points. Betrayal's just cool, you know? Dang. That's actually really cool. In fact, you don't even see that in most games nowadays. Whoa, ah! Got ate by the evil space ant. But yeah, wow. I mean, CPU-controlled player? This is not even something you see in the 90s, much less... Oh gosh. Even more fire ants. Are you supposed to escape, or what? I guess you're not supposed to kill him for extra points. Because he kind of helps you, but he also doesn't. I'm still not entirely sure if he's a good thing or not, but that's awesome. A CPU-controlled helper. It's so cool I had to say it 3 times. Otherwise, you seem to have a fairly standard maze-oriented game. The controls... I mean, they're not perfect, but they're good enough. You got up, down, left, right. One button shoots. There does not appear to be a bomb. There's a map on the bottom of the screen, just in case you weren't quite aware of what was happening. I also wonder if, like, I swear an enemy just turned invisible, so maybe the map's useful for tracking invisible enemies. I mean, it's really annoying because there are all these, like, one little spaces where it's like, in order to shoot the guy, you basically have to be right next to the guy, which... What? Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot I was the yellow one for a second there. Oh, okay. So they do turn invisible. Just like you'd want in a video game. Oh, gosh. That's an annoying game mechanic. And then, yeah, there are a lot of tight little catacombs, so if you want to nail the guy, well, you're gonna have to risk your life to do it. Also, come on, CPU guy, have infinite lives. Kill the red guy, too, while you're at it. Oh, no. Oh gosh, things turned into bonus rounds. If you remember from the bonus score points, this is the guy who not only is he a bonus round character, but his name and score was in the same orangey glowing thing that was on the screen there. Unfortunately, it's over now, but So I mean, it seems like the strategy is just kind of pop in, kill a guy, run away, use cover. It's a very early cover-based game. And then you want to keep an eye on your map so that nothing sneaks up on you while they're invisible. Oh gosh, there's going to be a guy up there. Or not. Oh, yeah. That's not what I like to see in the morning. I mean, I can understand them getting faster, and I can understand them being invisible, but it's when the two combine. Oh god, that's terrible. Well, now you'd think that the CPU would be helping you, but he just gets himself killed. So I think 3 warriors versus 7 warriors. I'm still not 100% what the heck. Maybe if deposit... Okay. Gosh, remember Gorefoot? Oh god. Is it really asking me to time it? I have to time it correctly or else I might accidentally go into a 2-player game. In stark contrast to what this game is like regularly, which is totally not 2-player at all. God. Geez, Einstein, I'm on your side. But, oh yeah, remember Gorf, where you could, like, buy extra lives in, like, sort of an awkward... What? This is not a game where you can mess around. I don't know. It's just... Everything's so close and... Well, at least the CPU doesn't kill me preferentially. Come on! I'd be more angry if I didn't do that to him every time I had the chance. But yeah, I mean, everything's really kind of close and personal, really. So you really have to be quick on the draw. You can't, like, mess up or else the guy's gonna kill you. Well, there doesn't seem to be any sort of weirdness with diagonals, where it's like, game like Pac-Man. Sometimes if you press like diagonals or something, your guy will stop going. But no, this game neatly averts that just because it's you press the direction to go in the direction. Oh god, can you imagine this with Pac-Man controls? Oh my god. It's already pretty hard, it would only get harder. But yeah, we start to see how Midway kind of got their shtick of like annoyingly hard gameplay mechanics with like frigging invisible monsters. That's terrible. These people are evil geniuses. Even the CPU's having a fair amount of difficulty with these suckers. Oh, the enemies can use up the warps too? Oh, jeez. And there's really no bomb button? That's it? That's just the game? This game is really freaking hard, actually. I'm a little bit shocked. I guess I shouldn't have been too shocked. I mean, it is Midway, but dang. And of course, it's one of those games where you cannot continue your game just because. So, I don't know. I mean, is the invisibility a necessary gameplay mechanic? Like, would the game be too easy without it? I don't know, because given that, like, all the spaces are really closed, and you have to be able to, like, turn on a dime, I think it could legitimately be okay without, oh, looks like the stages are randomly generated. Either that, or I'm just going the slightest bit crazy. Shoot, come on, CPU! Oh, that yellow dragon strikes again. Oh, not the fire ant. But, I mean, given just, like, the close combat, like, that, I feel like that gameplay mechanic, just on its own, would be able to, handle a game. You don't need, like, the invisibility to add on to this, like, crazy difficulty. And these frigging monsters just don't do what you expect them to do. They're not quite like the Pac-Man ghosts, where they just kind of deterministically, albeit a little stupidly, just kind of follow their patterns. These monsters just kind of do whatever they feel like. Oh yeah! Who killed the Wizard of War? Either of us, because that's just a bonus monster. Teamwork. Double score dungeon. Oh man. It's a hard game. I mean, it's kind of methodical, but at the same time, I mean, if you actually wait enough time for it to be methodical, then you're just gonna find yourself a little bit dead, so... I do love the recoil on his shotgun, though, or his space laser cannon, as the case may be. I'll kill him yet. Oh gosh. So much of this. Oh, man. Although, it is kind of interesting. This is like, what, an 80s game? So this... I mean, Space Invaders was already a thing. Everybody had shoot-em-ups in space, but I guess nobody really had, whatever the heck this kind of game was in space. All the frigging CPUs outmatching me. Or at least I got a bonus player. Take that, CPU. But, I mean, this game kind of takes, like, the space theme and, reinvents it ever so slightly. I mean, it's basically the same game anywhere. You could have had it in a fantasy little setting. Actually, that would probably make more sense with invisible monsters and stuff. I don't know, aliens were never really big on the whole invisibility thing, but, like, invisibility's been a fantasy trope since, Middle-earth, no. Lord of the Dragon Rings. Lord of the Rings. still feel like Lord of the Dragon Ring should be a thing. Oh, come on. One more fire ant. Oh, I was about to say I had your number, but... Oh, these frigging enemy players just cannot follow patterns worth a darn. Oh my god, it's the Wizard of War! Escaped. Next time, you spellbinding brouhaha. It's hard to come up with one-liners. Oh, come on. There we go. You can predict them to a... Oh, gosh. And, like, the worst thing, too, is when you round the corner, you have to turn to face them, or else they're gonna nail you. This is non-negotiable. You have to be pretty quick on the draw, and you have to be pretty accurate, too. Well, no wonder I got twice as far. I had twice as many lives or more. Well, that was Wizard of War, and... I mean, it seems like the kind of game that's, like, really hard, and if you really wanted to, you could devote yourself to it, but at the same time, I mean, there's, like, so much randomness inherent to the game that it's, like... I feel like you might not be able to make, significant progress. A warrior! Oh, Midway. You and your... They're not even really puns, they're just kind of, like, letter substitutions. I'm a little surprised it wasn't, like, Spy Haunter. Rootbeer Topper. That actually kind of makes sense, Rootbeer Topper. Because you kind of like top off the drinks, you know? Well, on that note, this cat's got a scat.